7 tips or 7 ways to love more video for you tonight. I just had the inspiration hit me for this earlier on, but actually I've been kind of accumulating the steps recently, so yeah, I just want to set up a nice area for us. This diffuser here was a gift actually from a really great friend, an early birthday present, so I wanted to share it with you. And also came with these essential oils. I absolutely love essential oils. I use them as perfume even. And this one has frankincense, mulled wine, orange and cinnamon, vanilla, and Yuletide spice. That's awesome. In fact, I kind of want to smell some. Anyway, whilst I open this, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experiences that may have led to me making this video. Well, recently I had an experience, an interesting experience. I was having some Reiki done on me, and before the Reiki session took place, I was guided into a chakra visualization meditation, and what was different is that I decided to be fully open to it, because sometimes I let my mind wander off during sessions like that. But anyway, I let myself be fully open, and as this really nice chap was guiding me into this visualization, I fully visualized each chakra as he went through them, and I noticed how I felt was very strong during each step up the chakra wheels. So what started to happen is I started to feel a lot of emotion, and it got to a point where I felt too afraid to, in my mind, in my emotions, I felt a little bit afraid because I wasn't sure what was happening. Now, I don't fully know why these things were triggered in me, but I do think that it was kind of a mini Kundalini experience, because I felt fear, but I told myself to overcome it, and I did. And what happened is, when I got to when the visualization came to the 7th chakra, he talked about the energy coming back down, going over my third eye, and coming into my heart here. And the moment that he said this, I saw this magnificent, or felt even this magnificent white light, silvery, multicolored, metallic light. It filled up my heart, and I could see it in my mind's eye. It was like shining out in all directions, and I just remember thinking, wow, this is a strong feeling of love. This is the energy that I can spread amongst everyone in my environment if I really try hard enough. I could see it filled me up. It just encapsulated my heart, and I guess my higher chakras. They felt full. They felt strong. So I realized that I can transfer this energy onto other people. And so with that, I thought I would share with you my tips. My tips to love people more. So let's get started. I'm just going to open this box though, first of all. I'm too excited. That's so cool. Okay, which one? Vanilla is usually my favourite, but I'm going to smell frankincense because I can't actually remember what frankincense smells like, so let's try it. Smells good, I think. Oh my goodness. If I was to describe, if you've ever picked up one of those Yankee candles that smell like fresh cotton out of the washing machine, it has hints of that. It's a very fresh smell. I'm gonna put a little bit on. Oh, it smells amazing. How did I know of this before? I think it's I remember hearing Lady Nate talk about it in a video, about how it's meant to be quite grounded, healing, protective. Gosh, it smells so good. That's the only thing we're missing. It's just how it smells. Maybe one day through video camera. mentioned this one before, but I'll mention it as number one because I find it is very powerful, and that is to welcome people, strangers, as family or friends, because, you know, really we all are related, connected on some level, and if you can tap into this when you meet people, you'll find that you have much more meaningful connections and interactions with them if you're really thinking about it in the right way. I've done this before when I felt anxious. I think about what it would feel like to see a friend or a family member in place of a stranger. And I find that it helps. Number two, look to help others. Look to the needs of other people. There's this immense purity of feeling that will overcome you if you do something for someone else without fully expecting anything in return. There's just this peace that comes with it if you decide to do something for someone because you just want to help them out, and you want to see them grow, you want to see them get better, you want to see them happy no matter who they are. If you do that, fully knowing that they may not be able to repay you or even know how to give back to you, it's one of the most powerful things you can do, and that's why it's my second way to love people. Number three is to talk and even seek people that are different to you, that hold different views. I'm quite lucky because I don't have any childhood friends. So what this means is I've never been around the same group of people all my life, apart from my family. I have friends come and go in my life, though I do have some friends that have been around for quite a long time now, so that I'm very grateful for. But yeah, I've never had childhood friends, really, or I don't have childhood friends. So what I found is that I'm very much open to all different types of people because I've never stayed in a group of people that I'm familiar with that are similar to me. I've had to make friends with all walks of people, but that doesn't mean that I'm not immune to, I guess, wanting to only speak to people that are like me. And of course, you know, I can see how there would be a big detriment to you if you don't talk to people that aren't like you, that aren't outside your friend group. When I went travelling, I met two types of people. One type was the person that would talk to anyone and everyone. They would make sure to just at least have a conversation with someone that they've not had a conversation with that day or that week. And there's the other type of traveller that would only talk to their friends. when I talk to their friends, and I've caught myself doing this once or twice, because it's scary, you know, to go outside of your comfort zone in relationships, but it's through that exiting your comfort zone that you find magic happens in meeting other people in relationships. So that's number 3. Number 4 is to invite people over to your house more often. That's not necessarily something I've done a lot, but what I do try to do is suggest making dinner for people sometimes, or offering a cup of tea, or anything really that will bring you into this homely environment with your friends or family. Because through the offering of spending time in this environment that you spend so much time in with another person, you'll find that your energy is a lot more relaxed, a lot more at ease. You're a lot more willing to be open, truthful, and of course it's just nice to do things with people. And they'll love you more for it too. Number 5 is to repeat positive affirmations every day. I practice this more recently. What I do is, usually I feel the most anxiety when I'm going to a social place, event, whatever. And so usually my thoughts are going into overload. They just clog up my brain. But I make sure that no matter how many bad thoughts are getting through, I am repeating positive affirmations enough that, you know, words like I'm a good person and I am confident and I'm loving get through a heck of a lot more than things like I am anxious, I'm scared, I am no good, I am, you know the score. And now it's a habit. Now it's becoming a habit. I repeat that, and it helps. It really helps. And so this newfound love you have in yourself develops here, and then you're able to spread this love much easier to everyone else around. So yeah, that's my 5th way to love. Number 6. Number 6 is to allow people to take off their masks. I always try to promote an environment where I'm talking to someone, because this is what I love the most, is when people are truthful, open and honest, because only then do I feel like real work is taking place, real good work is taking place. You know, I like chit chat every now and then, but I only feel ignited when I feel like the conversation we're currently having is really making a difference. So I try to always make sure that the person I'm talking to, if I think it's possible for them to express a deeper part of themselves, that I make it easy for them to do that, or as easy as possible. I tell a story about myself that's maybe embarrassing or quite open, so that they in turn can feel like they can share it. So maybe you can try that. Try to set the ground for empathy and compassion to spill through you and onto the other person. It's builds the foundation for trust in any relationship, even if it's just with a friendly stranger. And of course, if they do open up to you, don't judge them. Otherwise you'll find that same judgment given back to you. You don't want that. That's never a very good feeling, as if you open up and someone judges you for it. But as long as you don't judge other people, you won't be met with that. Number 7, the last and final tip to love people more is to smile with as much warmth and welcoming energy as you can muster, as you can conjure up from within. Today I was going someplace and I could feel the energy of people around me. It was quite dense, but I happened to see a billboard on the way there, and I didn't look at the text or anything like that because it was an advert, but I looked at this woman's face and it was a woman smiling, and I realised why that makes such a good advert. It's because when you see that, subconsciously your mind smiles back. And I did, I smiled back, even though it was just a billboard. I smiled back because I wanted to feel those emotions that are conjured up when you smile. And of course, if you can smile at other people, it's strangers, whoever it is, you know, family, friends, the more often you do it, the more you're giving that message to that person that they're worth being smiled at today. And I always try and smile at people when I go past them. Okay, I lie. Sometimes I don't. But I wish I did. I mean, majority of the time I will, but if I look at the person and they seem angry or moody, I tend not to smile. But I'm wrong for doing that, because those people are the ones that need smiling at the most. So, smile at everyone. And smile with the same happiness and joy you wish to be met with from another person. You give out to the universe and it gives back. So, those are my 7 tips. One extra tip I'll give you is visualize wherever you go in your environment, or whoever you see, person, place, event, whatever it is. Think to yourself, what emotion do I wish to give off the most? Obviously love is good, but if you might want to narrow it down, something more concrete, but if not, love is good too. So let's say you want to show trust. You'll visualize yourself embodying this trusting energy all over you, as though it's an aura surrounding your body, a shield. A white golden light surrounds you of trust. And what happens? You visualize yourself going into this environment, and you visualize this trust energy reaching out and touching other people's energy in the room, and they reflect and vibrate at this same trusting energy. And what you will find is that you can turn any situation excuse me, any difficult situation into a much more pleasant one if you can truly visualize this energy surrounding you, because I'll give you the opposite. You visualize yourself going into this room and feeling not very trusting of people, like they're going to do something bad or lie to you or any of the above. This energy then encompasses you because you just thought of it. As much as that's the opposite of what you want, unfortunately that energy is now what you're thinking about the most. And so it takes over your whole being and reflects onto other people. They feel this energy and it becomes a part of them, and they embody this energy, and they become less trustworthy and may lie or do something negative to you. So of course, if this is happening all the time in every single environment, if you start being more selective and choosing exactly what emotion and energy you give off, this is another great way to show more love. It's not always easy, but it gets easier the more you do it. It gets easier for the people, but mainly for you. That's the great thing about this whole self-improvement thing, is that it affects you the most. At the same time, it's helping other people. So, rise up in this love energy as often as possible. Oh, it smells so nice in here. Just the diffuser and the candles. This is, I don't know if you can see it. It will go darker now, but this is kind of what the light looked like coming out of my heart when I had that visualization, but it was all in streaks. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. It felt like, the strongest energy I've experienced through a visualization anyway. And I thought to myself, I want to attain that more often. It's like it's a powerhouse. It's strong love. So I hope this was at the very least relaxing for you. and you can put some of these into practice, even if you forget some of these points and you don't necessarily do them religiously. Some of them will just come out automatically because you listen to this video, so that's good. So I have rose quartz, and I think it's quite appropriate for loving, healing energy. I guess pretty much represents the heart chakra, and it's quite good for cultivating more love in your life. For yourself, love for your environment, your life, and love for other people. Good night. Sleep tight.